live here. Hope everyone's weekend has been great. Yeah, Sunday, and we're going to be playing some Stellaris. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are picking up where we left off. I don't know if you saw the first video yesterday that I posted. It's about 20 minutes long. It goes over all the beginning stuff. We created a why is this not playing? Sorry guys. I'm like, I hit play on Stellaris, it's not playing. But we went over all the details of the empire that we created, the Dorbolan Technocracy. So yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, and we'll see what's going on in a minute. Play. Okay, let's see what we've got here. It is taking its time loading today for some reason, but that's okay. This should be working. Trying to find the best spark to do this. Boop, boop, ba-doo, ba-doo, boo, boo. Had to put on the NASA shirt for our wonderful stream. Yes, it may be from last time too, but still. It wasn't dirty. I literally just put it on for those 20 minutes, 30 minutes that I was on streaming last night because we were playing in space. And so we need to know that the Earth is not flat. We went and actually checked it. Just saying. The Earth is not flat. NASA has checked. I've looked. It's not flat, you crazy people. So, yep, that's what's going on here. Let's get rocking and rolling tonight. Whoop whoop. Let's see what's going on in the craziness that is my life. Why are you taking so long today, mother? Is it because all the people are trying to watch? Is that it? You're just a little shy. I mean, I'm always shy, honestly, in the beginning. Alright, here we are. Moving on. Is he doing? Oh no, that's my. See, I've played them before. Me and my best friend Ben, and this is just my own. Here we go. This is ours. Here we go, guys. We have not started the full game. We just set up our empire. So this will be basically, it's a RTS, real-time strategy, 4X game from Paradox, because they are really, really awesome. And so this is part 1. And we'll take it a little slow in the beginning just so I can go over some of the mechanics in case you don't know anything about it or not. So right now it's paused, which is fine. I am going to first go out. And now we can see this here is our galaxy with 4 arms. Choke points, like I mentioned in the last video, I did want to play with 4 arms because of the choke points. And we actually got a really good spawn for a choke point, which is going to be right here. Because if we have this star system in our empire, then people will only be able to come through here because we're going to get these areas. So that means our fighters have to come here. We can put it to be very, very defensible with our star bases, star holds, our fleets. And as you notice, we can only see a few of these like lines here, and those are called hyper lanes. Basically, you can only use these to go from star system to star system, but you can only see so many. So you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I get over here or over there? Well, your science ship, this guy right here, is going to go out exploring. The closer he gets to those, the more that'll open up, and then you'll be able to do it. In this game, you're going to find anomalies, which you have to research. There are different things that happen on different planets. Meteorites. We'll get into those when we see our first couple of anomalies. Science. Since we're talking about science ships, let's go with our 3 types of science. As I said, physics, society, and engineering. You have 3 scientists here that each of them have a specialty that they are good at. This guy doesn't really have a specialty, he just gets extra experience, which is always a good thing because then he can grow and do things faster. If you look here, you'll see 7%, 7%, and 7%. This is due to the base of how much extra you can do research. Because we're a materialist, we get plus 5%. He has a skill of 2. I think that's the base skill for everybody. Yeah. I'm not sure how that's set up, but that's the base skill right there. So the 5 plus 2 gives us 7% extra right there. This guy actually has an expertise in computing. So if you see, these are our 4 different choices that we have to choose for our first research. If I choose physics lab and I put it here, this will move up to plus 22%, so he'll research it even quicker for us because he has that expertise, and it gives you an extra 15% in research speed. This guy won't get a boost from anything because he doesn't have a boost. This is the society research. This guy, Goradrig, if we do an engineering facility, he'll get that same bonus. So you want to look at when you go to recruit scientists, or if these guys die or you don't like them in certain areas, you go here. If I pull it up for us, leaders, go to recruit, and you have different leaders you can select from. This guy is maniacal, so he gets an extra 5% research speed, which is just great. It doesn't have to be like this, which has to be a specific thing. This is just 5% overall, no matter what you choose or where you put him. So he is always good to get. We went over that. So we have a different one, Voidcraft. We don't really have any for Society right now, but that's okay. We could use him, but I don't have the money for it yet. They do cost 200 unless you get like one that's half cost, but he doesn't get a bonus over here. So it's a give and take on those. So we're not going to recruit anybody right now. Excuse me. Okay. So let's go ahead and just get this set up here. This game will be extra long here in the beginning. It might take a little while just because I want to go over everything just in case some of our viewers have never played it before. I just want to go there and tell them and show them all the stuff. So I am gonna, usually I go for this right away, but this is the same cost as this. We'll get this done quicker. Physics labs are used on your planet, which there are specific tiles and it can boost physics research even more. But I want to get this, not only is it matching, but it also gets later on when it is done, it's 5% research to everything. So that's going to be great. So as you see, now it's jumped to 22% because I put that on there and it matches. For this, none of these are really enticing, but let's get that speed of pop growth. See, it's going to take 59 months for this. Because this does not have that bonus of 15%, that's a 19-month difference. We have to wait 19 extra months. Excuse me. Afterburners give us sublight speed and evasion. Not big on it. Just an engineering facility for now. Okay, so we do have those set up. We haven't started yet, but we do have those set up. Let's go here. Okay, this is what our planet looks like. What's that? Oh. Okay, so this is what our planet looks like. These are our pops. The only way we are getting any of this money, minerals, food, are from these pops here. So that's that right there. And if you look, you'll see a breakdown of all of it. Oh my gosh, I've never gone this much in a long time. I'm not tired either. Yeah, so you see the breakdown for that. Right now we're working a couple of these tiles. These that are blocked off, I can definitely get rid of them, but it does cost me 75 gold, money, whatever you want, energy to do it. And just, we don't need to right now. We can grow into other things if we need to, or we have a specific, hey, we need minerals, or we need energy, or physics, or something. Then we will get those right there. In the early game, you do want to get more in minerals than energy, but you, of course, want to go up with all of those and get them as quickly as possible. So I think this will be okay for right now. Okay, what else are we talking about? Shipyard. This is where you have your station and you have different modules with your station. I'll bring up the module tab here. Right now we already have a shipyard, so we don't need another shipyard. That would be really dumb. We can build ships here, basically. If we have a shipyard in any of our star bases, we can build ships. In Anchorage, we can increase our naval capacity. Right now it is at 20, but you are going to want to get that higher and higher because you need a fleet to defend yourself and to take over other things. So anchorages are always good to get. If you want to go straight defense, you've got gun batteries and missile batteries. We can't unlock this yet until we upgrade, which we cannot do at the moment. You could get more energy, which is always really, really nice, but I am going to go with an anchorage right now. So that will be helpful, and you can see in 180 seconds, so about 3 minutes, that will be done once I hit play. We have crew quarters, so if they do have both modules and buildings. Buildings have different things. So I'm going to click here. We have a crew quarters, so if we have our ship stocked here, they're just a less expensive upkeep. We could also have a hydroponics bay for more food, or if we wanted more storage for our resources. Different things that we can do here. Okay. Science ship concern. That's that. This is our fleet. We could go ahead and recruit an admiral, but here's that 100 I was talking about. But I do not want to spend the money just yet. There are different traits admirals have as well, which we will go over once we look into admirals. And yeah, that covers, of course, other things that we have governors and they help with different effects. This is your overview of your planet if you wanted a generalized overview. Surplus food is always good. That means you grow quicker. Good, good, good. Construction ship. Okay. We're going to send our science vessel out to that choke point real quick. So we're going to go here, and then here, here. For now, construction ship, let's go ahead and get us some more minerals. So we're going to find the one that says 3. And there it is. Hit mining station. It does cost us 90 minerals to build it, but we will get 3 minerals per month. Sorry, I keep wanting to say per turn because of Civ 6, but per month. We're going to get that. And let's go ahead and do this on play, unpaused. So we're on middle speed right now. It says fast, but we could go up to fastest. Fast isn't really that crazy. So we have that going. We're waiting for these, so it's going to take us a good 13 months before we can recruit another scientist. But what can we do? We have a ship, spaceport here. This is where we can get more construction ships, science ship. We're going to get another one on the science ships. Oh, yes. If we click here, this is what I was talking about. Our leader has special traits. These that you don't know beforehand and will change every 10 years if he doesn't get reelected. If he does, well, hey, there you go. You have the same ones. So we do get discount on building science ships, which is great, and anomaly research speed, which is wonderful. Happiness, everyone's 5% happy. So this is a good leader. I like him. Let's go ahead and zoom out and see what's going on here. All right. We've completed our construction of that mining base. So our construction ship's just hanging out for right now. I could go for more energy or more physics research, but we're going to hold off on that for right now. Alrighty, we're waiting on our science ship to do its thing. And we can actually just hang out here. Let me go back. We'll move this to the fastest, just because we don't need to worry about any of that. And you can see our things going up here, here. plus 5, because it does cost us to have upkeep on those mining stations. So these do pay for themselves. The mining stations just give you more mine. The energy stations give you energy, but they pay for themselves. These do not pay for themselves. Let's go ahead and build another science ship so that we can send him off in this direction, see what's all in this crazy little area. Oh no, we're running away. What are you doing? Okay, so as you can see, this system is fully explored. I'm actually going to go over here, and to claim this system and put it into our empire, we do have to use our construction ship, and we are going to build a starbase outpost. Perfect. Other science ship is built. We don't quite have enough energy to get a leader yet. But when we do, we're going to want to get this guy because he researches anomalies even faster. Yeah. And we have that combined with the ruler tech. So we'll be at 66% for this guy. So he will be, if he runs into anomalies, which he'll run into all the time, then he will be getting them done really, really, really fast. So that is very important to us. All right, we have enough now. All right, this is a precursor civilization. And this is basically a civilization that is now extinct, and while discovering different planets, you find different clues about them. It's like when we go out and do archaeology. So this is the Voltom star assembly, and with these precursors civilizations, they have a bunch of quests, usually 6. There are 6 things you have to find in the general area, all over this empire area. And once you get to those 6 things and you complete them, then it will draw you a map to their home base, which is a really, really powerful star system that gives you a bunch of minerals, energy, foods, physics research. It depends. They're different depending on which precursor. And this is the Voltom. So I'm going to read this to you guys. We have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on AR-2981. They must have been active in this region of space approximately 12 million years ago, judging by the age of the artifacts. From what they have been able to piece together, our scientists theorize that these aliens, who call themselves the Voltom Star Assembly, were worm-like annelids roughly 3 to 4 meters in length that communicated with each other primarily through vibrations carried along their segmented bodies. Okay. So that gives us that chain. Let me go ahead and recruit this guy real quick, and then put him into that ship. And yeah, anytime you find any like kind of that, it gives you a notification. All right, everyone's starting to be like, oh my God, there are really aliens out there. It's not just us. So I'm gonna go ahead and go here with this guy, and then here, here, here. I'm gonna have this guy just keep going out here. Okay, new skills. So that does happen as well. Okay, so he is good for psionics. That is interesting for later when we might want to become psychics. Okay, which we will be researching some psionic trees. So that will help out later on if we ever get to that point, way later in the game. Let's see here. So we got that. We don't need anything else right now. Let's get our construction ship to go ahead and build us. Where are you at? Okay, yep. A mining station here, and then a mining station there, so that we can get more money going. Okay, so this here, let me pause it real quick so we can talk about this in case you don't know about it. This is an anomaly, our first one of the game. So it says a Class 12 asteroid orbits this planet. The small planetoid's orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. So this is something that's kind of odd that we've noticed, and we want to study it further. So our guy here is going to take 72 days. It depends on your level versus the level of the anomaly. Right now this guy is a skill 1, and this anomaly is not very hard to do. I'm trying to see if I can find out what skill it is. Oh, but we got the bonus of the 35 and 30, so 68%, much quicker. Oh, it's only level 1 anomaly anyway, so it's only going to take 72 days, so it would have normally taken 120 days, it's only going to take 72 days. We'll get that research real quick, and it'll have another pop-up for us in a moment. and he's working on that there. This guy's over here. We haven't run into anybody yet, which is good, because that would be really bad if they were that close to us. Only making 3. We need more money, so that is what we're working on. Can't do anything on our base down here just yet. I don't need another scientist. Okay, as I said, 72 days, right, guys? Towed asteroid. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around Veyor II. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they began. So this is going to give us 3 engineering research per month if we go and build a mining station on it, research station on it, sorry. So that's good. So that's that. So he's going to go do that. This guy's going over there. All right. Unity. This is what I was talking about earlier in our previous video. I don't know if you did see that or not. These are traditions where we have discovery, diplomacy, supremacy, expansion, domination, prosperity, and harmony. Depending on what you choose, you get different bonuses, and you kind of want to choose these for the kind of empire you want to be. Really, early in the beginning, the best one to be is discovery, because it will help you with more anomaly discovery chance. So if I pop this open, you know how we already have 33% from our leader, 35 from that one other guy, and plus 20. So you're looking at 85% faster than normal. No, sorry, that's research. Cut that out. That was terrible. Okay, this is for discovering more anomalies, which will help you find more different things, which will boost everything. It just helps to get more anomalies so that you can discover more things and benefit your empire. So that's usually what we go for first. And then after adopting it, as it says adoption effect, then when your Unity comes up, it'll tell you how many ever months more. You'll choose different little things, and we'll go over those as well. You kind of want to finish all of this first so that you can get Ascension Perks, which you choose one at a time. Technological Ascendancy gives you more research speed. This is cheaper star bases and influence. To claim him, when you go to war, you have to claim star systems before you go into the war. Because if you go into the war without claiming the star systems, if you take over those systems and you make a peace, you're not going to get those systems. So what you do is you want to claim those, and that costs influence. So having that interstellar dominion, that helps make those cheaper so that you can take over more places. And then they all have different ones, and we'll go over those later, but we are going to pop discovery right now so that we can find more anomalies. And now if we look here, it's going to take another 40 months for the next one. That goes quicker, though, because we are flying through all this stuff. So, okay, here's another thing I was talking about. Another anomaly. Now, this one says challenging because our scientist is a level 2. This guy over here who does not have that extra anomaly research speed. So it will take him 226 days to do this anomaly, which is fine. So each time the anomaly level is higher than your scientist level, the harder it's going to be. You won't fail the anomalies ever. It just takes longer to do. And we're going to go ahead and research that. I'm going to move this down to 2 just because it's a little fast at the moment, though you guys might not think so. Yeah. So that's that for now. This is our fleet, which we don't need to do anything with our fleet yet. We have not found any aliens of any kind, but I'm sure that'll change. And here, see, 322 days for this anomaly. It's a level 4. My scientist is a level 1. Even with his extra speed. Let's go ahead and research it. Should have paused it and read those, because those are very interesting. I mean, some of them aren't, but some of the stuff is really cool. And I'll try to be better about that. You cannot claim another system until you have fully surveyed it. This one is fully surveyed because it is in white instead of gray. So we're actually going to go ahead and spend our minerals and influence to go expand our empire. So now we have that choke point right there, and we're not going to have to worry about anything. Yes, we could stay here, but now we have the opportunity to get energy and minerals, which is very, very, very good. Okay. Leaders gained a level. That's good. So it's actually this guy. This guy, because he gets extra experience, is gaining levels quicker. So he's still 19 months behind on this stuff because of research speed and stuff. And now, because he's a higher level, he's a +4 skill. So it's 2 for every level. So he's going to get this a little bit quicker. 12 months on that. Because okay, we do have a little bit of money here, but I don't need to. All right, we are growing to minerals, which is really, really good. And so I'm going to go ahead and get a mining network so we get even more minerals. So you want to have your pops working something. Just because they're on a tile, they're just working the base thing. But if you add a mineral station, it's another 2, so that's +4. And that's going to help out with this. Okay, star patterns. So we finished one of the anomalies, so let's read that to you guys. The latest sensory readings from Batroc showed the star pulsating regularly, but when the crew on ISS Wender arrived on site, there was no evidence to support this data. While most of the crew are in agreement that the anomaly was caused by a sensory malfunction, Virpim Din Pirium discards this theory. Virpim Din Pirium claims to have discovered similar pulsating energy emission patterns elsewhere and now fears that something strange is happening to the galaxy's stars. She has charted the course to the nearest affected stars. So, what do we want to do here? Do we believe our scientist or her crew? That is what it comes down to. And this does do a couple things for us. If we believe our scientists, we can do this, and we have a special project that we will have to run, and it's called Pulsating Stars, and we'll get to that in a second. Or we could just say it's a malfunction and end the event. Never any fun. But sometimes you're just like, I don't care. So we're going to go ahead and do this special project here. I'm going to pause real quick so we can go over that special project and where those are found. They are found here in the situation log. So as you can see, we do have pulsating stars. We want to track it on the map so we know where to send our scientist. As you can see, we can't just do it from in here. We need a scientist there. So there it is. Now that I hit track on map, I need her to go here. And so that's going to do that. So we're going to have, after she finishes Batroc, she'll do this system. Then we're going to go here and then research the projects and then survey that system. Okay? Perfect. And once she's done with that, another thing will pop up for us. So let me go ahead and stop tracking because it's not important to track anymore. We just wanted to find out where it was. There's that. That looks good. Science is coming along just fine. A little slow in the beginning, but that's okay. This here is if we meet anybody, they'll all show up here in our relationship to them and our power and all that stuff. So that's more of like a diplomacy screen. Okay, so this guy is doing what he needs to do. This is a progress bar here, showing how close we are to doing things. And he's almost done with that. We do have a little money again. Hey, we got 2 people leveling up. And our construction is complete. Let's go ahead and build. We can't build all the mining stations at once. We need a lot more. But what I want to do is get even more mining stations. So let's go here and have our construction ship do this real quick. At least we can do that. Hey, primordial soup. What is that? Nestled in the sheltered pockets across VR1's surface is a rich sludge of simple organic compounds that our researchers believe could be a hotbed for abiogenesis, the spontaneous formation of organic life from lifeless matter. VR1 has unusually thick atmosphere for a barren world, which could make it hospitable for simple life forms. Although this presents a unique opportunity to study what could be the early stages of the origin of life, it would be best to set our expectations low, as it may still be millions of years before life evolves naturally on Vayer 1, if at all. Okay, so let's pause this real quick. And Vayer 1 is over here, and so we got society research out of that. So now, when I claim the system, I can have my construction ship get more research for us. And the more research we get, the faster we research each of these things, depending on what it is. Yep, so here it is, Var 1, which is a barren world, but it's got those life forms, so we'll see what goes on after that. I'm going to go ahead and just build another Corvette in a couple of turns, because it's always good. You'll run into some sort of monsters out there and you'll need to go fight them. And right now I have a very, very weak military. Perfect. We have completed our mining network. It's not being used at the moment because he is not fully grown, but he will be in 1 second. Right after this month is over, which we have about 18 days. Hey, we got another anomaly. This one's just enough. You know, these will come up all the time, and I'll stop pausing it after that. But I just wanted to go over all this. So this is just basically a colossal crater impact, so we're just going to let that go. 91 days, go ahead. Sometimes, even the challenging ones, if you want to continue, like sending your scientists out further and further and not wasting their time on science, what you're going to want to do is just put those anomalies to the side. And they are found also in this situation log under the anomalies tab. And this tells you the rate at which we're doing it. But if we didn't want to do it at the moment, we could leave it there and then come back to it later. Okay, our construction ship is done with its stuff. And we're still a little short on that. I'm going to actually go and finish up and do this real quick. Let's get that research station so we can get even faster physics research. And so that'll increase that. Beautiful. The level up is so nice, having 2, 2, and 2. He's at 24.9. All right. So our first research has been completed, and our anomaly has been done. So basically, a massive crater on Batroxu II appears to be the result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, we suspect the ship exiting a hyperlane at maximum velocity rammed the planet for reasons unknown roughly 10,000 years ago. The ISS Wimder has picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash site, reminiscent of a collapsed hyperarticulate field, but as the ship itself disintegrated on impact, the theory cannot be verified. So this tells us what we get, which is just 60 physics research, which means we have 456. This will complete this real quick. Watch that. Bam! But it doesn't do it as a one-time thing. It actually is like a stored, yeah, you'll see it on your stored research. So it gives us a little benefit. And this will be finished quicker. I gotta pause this whole thing. This is Habitable World Survey. If you go around, you can get a bunch of different experience and stuff. I think for society research, if you go ahead and get there's different worlds out there that may be habitable. If not, you survey them, things go well for you. Alright, what do we want our next thing to be? We do want it to be this right here, because we can get even more percentage of minerals. Oh, look, this little thing says we have an upgrade. We can upgrade something because we did research an engineering facility. We could turn this into an engineering facility by clicking this, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep this as the physics. So that's going to stay as it is for now. And guys, that is the beginning of the Dorbolan Technocracy. We're going to put a cut in here for YouTube. Thank you for watching. Things are going to start getting a little quicker from here. Maybe the pacing will be a little bit more. I won't be talking as much unless you guys have any questions for me. I'm going to send this and upload this 34-minute video to YouTube. Things will get a lot quicker in the next few episodes. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do. It's youtube.com/StJeremy25. And StJeremy25 out. Thank you.